Greetings viewers and subscribers, welcome back to another vlog. This is Farmer Enjo and you're at the channel Fruits for the Youths. So yeah man peeps, we're running on the farm to take a quick look. We've been getting a lot of rain for the past couple of days. Every single day we get rain. So I have some cabbage seedlings on the farm that I definitely have to go look on. They have the cheesecloth over it or the shade cloth. So I have to take that off real quick and check on them to see what's really happening. I know where we are is very vulnerable to flooding, so I'm just going to check on the farm real quick to see how badly I was affected by the heavy rains. I remember my marker peeps, whenever I come and I see the river flowing over this side, I know that it took in some water. Alright, and as you can see, we have things bending over, grass bending over and stuff, so we know the river took in a lot of water. So we thank God for the corn peeps, because I realized that water has run over them. And if you take a look closer, you see where the dirt is, the sand. Sand is all over the corn peeps, and it is like that for most of them, because here the river came down peeps, and most of the water, some of the water came and covered the corn. But luckily I thought about it peeps. I knew that this would might happen. It's a possibility. See, that's the sand that the water left on them. I know it was a possibility. That is the reason why I planted corn, because I know my surrounding peeps. I know what will happen and what will not happen. And because I'm by the river, I know we are vulnerable. The water will come down anytime. This root of pumpkin here went through it too, but as you can see, the water didn't stay for long. It didn't settle. It ran over them peeps. But water will do corn nothing peeps. That is a glorious thing, or the magnificent thing about all of this. The water will not affect the corn. So now I have to ensure that I put some from a fungicide on them, because I don't know what kind of fungus the water brought with it. And let me see how it affected these little ones right here. This is the last set. These didn't get any of the goat manure. They were just planted. So you can definitely see where the water came down peeps. And over here you can see where the water had settled right here, but run off. I'll give you a close-up look. Look, see? Look at this. That shows you that the water washed down, came over and covered. This is a pumpkin peeps. Pumpkin root. It's covered with sand. And these pumpkins are not looking too bad enough peeps. They came at the right time. The goat manure is in there with them. Now if you look peeps, you'll realize that the water had settled on this piece of land right here. It's closer to the river. You can see the water pockets and stuff. So let's go and look at the Cabbage Nursery real quick. See what's going on over there. I just took off the cheesecloth, or some people call it shade cloth. Same difference. Now peeps, if you're wondering, yeah, we have a lot of grass in the farm. We have been getting lots of rain peeps. So just to show you that these beds over here are filled with water, you can see where the cucumber is shoving out, pushing out. Over here, if you can look and see it properly, this trench was filled with water peeps. But take a look at our cabbage seedlings. most of them has hatched. And the nursery is looking wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. See? We have thousands of cabbage seedlings right here. We have thousands right here too. And last but not least, more thousands right here. So this, in all, this was 5,000 seedlings, peeps. And as you can see, they didn't waste. They came nicely. Give it a little closer look, see? That's cabbage seedling, peeps. Nice and lovely. So we have a little pest right here in it. Don't think that's gonna trouble them. But guess what? Not gonna be too can't be too careful, peeps. Destroy anything that I see in this nursery that is not supposed to be in there. And look at that, peeps. I'm just crawl up and gone again. Even though half I am down in the grub. I'm also, now the reason why I pulled the cheesecloth from over, I don't want the cabbage seedlings to grow tall and have some long roots, some long legs or long base, and they're easy to break off. So I have to expose it to the sunlight now so they can get rough and tough and accustomed to the sunlight. Now peeps have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Enough grass over here, so farm bush up and grass up now, peeps. Still haven't touched here as yet. Slowly but surely. So yeah, my peeps, that is it, man. I'm showing you an update of the farm, the cabbage nursery, the corn. You know, we have been hit by the weather. We're getting a lot of rain. So the sky is full right now, peeps. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Almost every day we get rain, peeps, from the time I planted this cabbage nursery right here. Almost every day we get rain. I'm not talking a little bit of rain. Rain just all the river come now. Yeah, man. So here is our cabbage nursery, peeps. And just to let you know, this is the first bed because we separated it in 3 beds. This is the first one. And as you can see, my peeps, we're having cabbage seedlings, a lot of them, thousands of them. We're supposed to have 5,000 here. And this is after me removing the cheesecloth, peeps, or the shade cloth, as some might say. The reason why I took it off, peeps, because we're still getting the heavy rain. I don't want my cabbage seedlings to have long, lanky legs like this plant right here. It will become very delicate when you're planting it, and they're easy to break and destroy. So I want them to get rough and tough, accustomed to the sunlight, you know. Even though we've been getting a lot of rain, every single day we get rain, peeps. The skies are very heavy, every single day we get it. Yeah, man, even the river run over, peeps. Flood its banks. So cabbage seedlings, peeps. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, peeps, you can definitely see where the water walked, or where it was walking, and what was on the water and what was not. See? You can definitely see that the water was up to here, peeps. Yeah, man. I think there are some carrots my neighbor sowing here. So they should have carrot pushing up in a little bit. But everything that is planted here, peeps, the water wants it. Or it needs the water, sorry. It's not going to trouble the corn, it's not going to trouble the carrot. Carrot love heat, but whenever you just sow it, you need to wet it and wet it and wet it until it gets to a level. You allow it to, you know, do its thing. Yeah, man, peeps. And definitely this is the water was all over here. The trenches are, you know, trenches are full up and stuff like that, you see. Run off quickly though. Didn't stay long. You see the dashing holes have a lot of water settled in them and stuff. You can smell the river, peeps. I know that the water took over here. But let me show you the height of the water still, peeps. Real quick. When stuff like this happen, peeps, you know you have to move your irrigation hose and stuff. So you can definitely see where the water climb, peeps. See? All of there, you can see the line where the water traveled. And the water still has a little cloudy look. Didn't get any, well, we did get some rain today, but it wasn't a lot. Anyway, you can see where these grasses, peeps, came down and stuff. But for some reason, I know that the water would run from up top upstream up there. It wouldn't enter from here to affect the farm, peeps. It would enter from upstream, somewhere around there. From somewhere up there, peeps, it would run and come down on the farm. And people can tell us that the place is very slippery. That's sand. This is the sand that comes down in the river. Nice brown sand. A lot of people use it on their house. So this river is no joke, peeps. See, this is one of the spots that we swim a lot. See? Calm and nice. Hey man. Look at the peeps above my head. So yeah man, peeps, that is it. Water come down, river come down, run over the farm. But we give thanks because all is not lost and we have life. Alright. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on the journey with us, peeps. Remember, gossip is a broke people's sport. Love your friends, love your neighbors. Fruits for the youth say, walk good.